กันทุกคนเจริญพร
So let me quickly translate Monk Wasu's talk, wisdom talk. First, he just wanted to rejoice in everyone's good deeds who are here today and all the patrons who did the transference of merit to our former member, Kun Jang. Today, he just wanted to emphasize not only are we here doing good deeds and cultivating ourselves, but we're also stilling our minds and transferring it over to Kun Jang, who's no longer here. He also said some great things about her. As many of us know, she's been a volunteer and member with us for many years, over 10 years. And her main thing that she loved to do was to cook and to bring good foods to the monks and take them out to various restaurants. And it was always very important to her to take care of them when it came to eating. And she was just very committed to doing good deeds, doing many of the various projects that we always had, and being committed to doing good deeds as much as she can. So she will definitely be missed. With regards to the talk today, the Venerable just talked about really how important it is for us as human beings not to neglect cultivating good deeds, and that we have to realize how lucky we are to be here on this earth, that being born a human is not easy and we should not take it for granted. We should feel fortunate that we are in this realm and not in any other realm, because as a human being, we can do good and we can accumulate good deeds for ourselves. So it's important not to neglect the time that we have left. He said for us to look at ourselves, to look at your age, and to realize and internalize how much time you might have left, and not take your life for granted with the time that we do have, to really use that time to cultivate good deeds for yourself, and to realize how in the end it's really important to find this true happiness that's within yourself and to not waste time. He says that as a human being, many of us come at various levels, some weaker than others when it comes to just cultivating and having wisdom for yourself. It's very easy to be distracted to the world that's outside of spirituality, entertainment, having fun, things like that. But he said that no matter what, you will get to a point if you cultivate yourself full enough that you do not see the value in doing these things that really don't help cultivate you. And then he talked about a time when Buddha's disciple actually, or someone that is when a Buddhist disciple was watching a play, and at the time he was not as committed in terms of his cultivation. He was watching a play and he would just follow the emotions of the play. When things were fun and happy, he would laugh, but when they were sad, he would cry, and he would just kind of have these different emotions with this play. And then later, as he started to cultivate himself more and more, meditating more and more, and just filling himself internally, when he would see this entertainment, he actually no longer followed those emotions. He no longer laughed when things were funny or cried when things were sad. In the end, he was just indifferent. And this is what the Venerable is saying when it comes to just feeling full, that when it comes to entertainment and being outside of spirituality, you just feel indifferent and you no longer really want to take part in it. And that's when you are truly full. And so this is ultimately our goal, if we can, is to fill ourselves internally, find internal happiness that you can only do when you cultivate good deeds, such as the things that we do when we come to the temple, meditation, morality, acts of generosity. Don't neglect doing this. Always cultivate yourself. Any opportunity that you have, continue to do good deeds and pursue perfections. And this is Monk Wasu's wisdom talk today.
Yes,